Hey YouTube, today we're going to be changing out some spark plugs on a 2012 Hyundai Veloster. I went to the Hyundai store, picked up 4 spark plugs, iridium, and these are what we're going to be putting in there. They're supposed to be their OE replacement laser plugs. So now we'll get right into the replacement. What you're going to need is an extension and a 5/8 plug tool, a 10mm socket, and a screwdriver. And I used a feeler gauge to check the gap on these, which they're supposed to be set at 40 thousandths of an inch, which I've already pre-checked these and they're all at 40 thousandths. So now we'll get right into the removal of the spark plugs. And what you have to start with doing is removing the top engine cover. Gently pry on it so you don't break the plastic cover. Some of these get quite brittle when they get older and higher mileage. Now we'll get right into where the coils sit. Now there'll be 4 10mm bolts, which I've already removed. And the coil plugs have little gray connectors on them, but they've been all broken off, so just because it's old and brittle. So what you'll do is you'll just press them, like pull them up and then compress the connector and then pull it off, just like so. And we also need to remove this vent hose here. Just give it a twist and they usually just come right off. And then we'll pull the rest of these coil plugs off, and also the fuel pump plug. So you just compress the one side and pull it off. Then you got access to your coils, and just give them a twist and they'll come straight up. And these all look good, they don't look burnt. And also, before we put these back in, we're going to be putting some dielectric grease on the end of each one. Now, I've already went and taken the spark plugs out, and this is what they look like. This is after 190,000 kilometers. Now we'll go ahead and put the new ones in. So now I'm going to start by putting in the spark plugs, which are already gapped at 40 thousandths of an inch when I checked them with a feeler gauge. So we'll take our plug tool, slip one into there, and then start putting it in. We'll screw it down until it hits the base of the cylinder head, hand tight. And then I've always gone by feel. Okay, once it gets tight down to the base, you can feel it snug up. Give it a 1/4 and 1/2. So that's a full half turn once it hits the base. And then we can start with the next plug. And then you're going to repeat that for the other 3. So we'll just pause this video. Okay, we're on to our last plug, cylinder number 4. We're down. Now I'll just give it a 1/4 and 1/2. That's full half turn once it hits the base, and you're done tightening the plugs down. Now I'm just going to give each coil a dab of dielectric grease. Just like so. Just like that. And then back and into place, and I'll do the next one. Same way. Okay, now you're going to want to resecure the bolts back into the coils. Of course, you'll grab your 10mm socket again and your bolts. Start each of them by hand. And now once they're all snug, like just hand tight, you just give them a part, not even an eighth of a turn. Just make sure they're snug. Don't have to go crazy. And now, of course, you put your electrical connectors back on. One, two, three, and four, and of course your fuel pump. Don't forget that, and your hose. And then, of course, use the pliers to put that clamp back on. And voila, I think we've got her finished. So now I just put the cover back on, and then we'll start it up and see how it sounds. Sounds pretty smooth to me. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching this video.